What is up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody that's tuning into this video, guys? Thank you for clicking on it. If you check the thumbnail, you already know what this video is all about. We're breaking down the pithy sayings of Proverbs because we want wisdom, we want understanding, we want to be successful in our life, not just for our own benefit, but for other people as well. Because what's the point of gaining all this wisdom and understanding and not helping somebody else get to their destiny, get to the purpose that God has intended for them on this earth? So, guys, we're on verse 17 today. And what is it telling us? Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. Guys, ultimately, if you've been following along, we already know in context that we're not talking about birds, okay? Let's go back to the previous verses so we can fully get the context and understand what are we really talking about? Who is this applying to? Who is this really about? So we look at verse 10 that tells us in chapter 1, verse 10, of course, it says, "My son, if sinner entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird." Guys, we know in context, have you ever watched a bird before? They're foolish. If you set up a bird trap, so let's say you might be a hunter. Let's say you're just a person, you got some pesky birds in your backyard, and you set up a trap. The birds will literally watch you set up that trap. They see what's going on, but they're so into the food. They're greedy for the food. They want that food that they will go in that trap and kill themselves just to get that food, right? I mean, a good example is this, right? When me and my wife, we moved into our house, we had a bird nest that was right by our patio door. My big concern was, babies, if they have a nest, they're going to start pecking us in the head because they think we're trying to mess with their babies. But I remember setting up, I was making the area uncomfortable, right? So I swooped them away, basically tore down the nest. There was no eggs, there was no babies in there. Tore up the nest and everything else that they were building, and I began to put the little little spikes and stuff like that, little nails and everything else to make it uncomfortable. But this bird kept on coming back. He rebuilt this nest. Even though it was uncomfortable, he was doing everything he can to be in the area. The bird sees my dog. They know he's out there. He's running around. He's going to come back out there and chase him. But they were so into the food that was on the ground, they kept on running back and forth. And what is this Proverbs telling us, right? Pithy saying, what is the hidden message behind it? Just as birds will go to their own trap, fly into their own death trap just to get the food, a lot of criminals, a lot of foolish men will do the same thing. You can go without a doubt. You can jump on the news, you can jump on social media. You can see that criminals are doing a lot of crazy stuff, right? They're robbing people, killing, stealing cars and everything else. But on the news, you might see that story about a criminal was killed for stealing somebody's car. The person that was trying to protect his home, his vehicle, they shot at the criminal. What in the right mind will make you look and be like, you know what? Even though this guy got killed, I'm still going to do it because, he's 1 out of 1,000. See, criminals are so foolish, chasing people, killing people, murdering and all that stuff. They will go out there, even though the news is showing thousands of people are getting killed. Criminals breaking in, right? They ran into a building. They broke into an abandoned building, right? The place is falling down, it has mold, whatever. The structure of the foundation of the building is falling apart. They go in there and try to get the rob something, robbery, whatever, and they die. And then a criminal will watch this stuff on the news, pay attention. They know what the consequences are. Absolutely. If you go into a bank, you try to rob the bank, there's a high chance you're going to get locked up. B, you're going to die, or whatever. It's just the fact that they're so foolish that they're not even paying attention, just as a bird. And I don't know how intelligent a bird is. I mean, for the most part, they're pretty smart, right? They see danger, they will fly away, but they're so greedy on that food. Just as the gang of the cutthroats that are enticing this young man, they're so greedy for assets. They're so greedy to steal people valuables. They're so greedy to fill their houses up with spoil that they don't care what the consequences are. They're like, I can walk into this person's house and they had the right to defend their house and kill me. But they're so stuck on, I want their possessions, I want their material things, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get what they have in the house. And thank God for this wisdom in this scripture right here, guys. Just, it's so filled up with so much juicy gems. And that's the hidden saying in this Proverbs. Just as a bird, because birds will literally watch you. You can throw seeds, it doesn't matter. The danger can be face to face. They will go for it all the time. You can do it at night. So let's say you're like, I'm setting up this bird trap at night. That bird Even though he doesn't know what's going on, he's still gonna go for that trap. That bird can watch you on top of your house. I'm like, what is this guy doing? But he's so focused on the food. And that's the same thing these foolish criminals do today. They're so focused on the money. They're so focused on the material thing. I mean, there's a lot of videos. I mean, everybody knows Challenger, Scat Packs, anything Dodge with a Hemi in it, it gets stolen. Everybody wants the SRTs. Everybody wants these things. And a lot of people are being killed for trying to take somebody else's possession. And buffoons are so stuck on, I want that SRT. That's all I want. It doesn't matter if it's going to give me jail time. It doesn't matter if it's going to end my life. I'm just so focused on that car. They're just like a bird chasing to the snare of its own trap. And guys, I want you to stay encouraged with this verse. Are you smarter than a bird? I'm pretty sure you are, right? And the fact that a lot of criminals will look at stuff and be like, you know what? It doesn't matter what it costs. I'm going for it. They're so greedy and stuck on the thing that they want that they're willing to risk their own life for it, guys. And I don't want to keep on talking on for too long. That's pretty much the end of this Proverbs. So guys, stay tuned with me next time as we break down more pithy saying Proverbs, because we want the wisdom. We want some understanding. We want to apply it to our life. So maybe we can actually not only help somebody else be successful, but also preserve their life. And maybe somebody don't know this. It's pretty much the end of this Proverbs. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. You all stay blessed.